together and I'm saying amen, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People let the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm
P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch.
up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready?
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense.
They'll toss it to Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Flushed out right, on the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Watson being chased out left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. The give to Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play?
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. 3. Play 56, Michael. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's got it complete, Derrick Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Brett Kern now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Let's go one more.
On second and 1, Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, third and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. The Titans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Mariota. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Martinez.
Set! Great team! Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 39, Watson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Taylor. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
This is it. Great team. Good trap. Check 26. Time to go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. And this one complete to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Titans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Following the fumble recovery. Love. It's caught. Smith. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He won't go. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. Got a man. It's Brown.
Young Trippy is here, baby. Young Trippy is here.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Now a give, running right is Lewis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, Love dancing to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first and 10, Love over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
You better be afraid of me.
Throwing again, Love. Complete, Smith has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Love. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Watson on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first and 10, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Love. He's got Smith here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. Ready, go.
To throw again. Love. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Love. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They were trying to go to Brown once again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On the draw, this is Lewis. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
A 39-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson off play action. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down, Houston.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
3rd and long. It's Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Set. 19.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Morgan. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Set. 19. 55. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Texans 14, Titans 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down throw, Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. Thomas barreling ahead. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Steps away to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First down, Houston.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
21, Titans 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 7 yards there and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Rolling to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Chris Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching? Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hey, check right. Watching your five. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
After the interception, here's Watson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Watson, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Watson. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing on first down, Love, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to the air on second down. Love. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back to throw. Love stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Love. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set. 19. Watching you five. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On first down, it's Taylor. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. To throw is Watson. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Texans 28, Titans 10.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From the gun, Love. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but now it's 3rd and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Houston, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe.